But it's like when you start now messing with my kids, I'm not doing it.
Kristin Cavallari is putting her children first. The Laguna Beach alum reveals in her podcast, Let's Be Honest, that she cut her dad out of her life a few years ago after he crossed a personal line with her.
I cut my dad out of my life about 2 years ago, which has honestly been the best thing I've ever done. Really and truly, it has. I actually didn't even realize that my dad was a narcissist until I was an adult. All I knew growing up was that I didn't want to be around him. He always made me feel like I wasn't good enough. But then the flip side of that is sometimes he would put me on this pedestal and talk me up. Now as an adult looking back, I'm like, oh, it was when it benefited you and made you look good.
And she goes on to say the turning point for her came when her dad did something to her 3 kids.
How I cut my dad out of my life was, for years, it was like, God, I don't even want to talk. I don't want to be around him. But I felt so guilty about it. Mm-hmm. And then something happened with my kids and it crossed the line. And I was like, you know what? I'm fucking done. And he blamed me for it, like threw everything back in my face. I was just like, what am I doing?
But this isn't the first time Kristin has put her kids first. Back in April, the mom of 3 appeared on the Jennifer Hudson show and shared her thoughts on whether she'd let her kids be on a reality TV show.
Well, I would say no until they're 18.
Until they're 18.
Until they're 18. I mean, listen, if they want to pursue a career in entertainment when they're 18, absolutely, I will support it. But, until they're 18, I want them to just be kids. It's hard enough being in high school and doing, everything that you're doing as a kid. So just focus on that. I just try to keep them kids as long as possible.
And when it comes to being a mother, Kristin says it's the best thing that's happened to her.
I mean, it's everything. These little guys, they're such good mirrors for us. And I think they're our best teachers. But just having all of that love and having these little guys to raise, and you get to instill what wisdom you've learned over the years, and it's given me real purpose in life, I would say, and it's the best thing I've ever done, truly.